Oh, am I still awake? How am I not shivering? How do I not have three blankets over me? Who cares? It's adrenaline, rage, inner rage, what outer rage, what have you. Welcome to Stone Soup Poetry. It's the all open mic. Shout out to Richard Spisak, who wasn't able to make it tonight due to illness. And also due to illness, the part of the host, Chad Parento, will be played by Chad Parento. We are very sorrowful for and regret any inconvenience this causes. At any rate, we will move on with the all open mic. Next week, we actually have a feature. William Mosier, who is, oh no, I'm sorry, Brian Mosier, who I keep on confusing with my high school classmate Bill Mosier, but the one guy who was dressing up as Rambo at fourth grade. Anyway, shout out to William Mosier and shout out to Brian Mosier, who will be reading next week. Ask him about his book. He'll be reading from it. And it's best that the less I talk, the better, which is usually my credo for life. So we are going to get right to the open mic, and hopefully there'll be more features to announce. Jules Nyquist is going to be. She's from New Mexico. She has been in a number of Stone Soup shows before, and she is, at least for the open mic, she hosts her own events, and she's going to be reading at the end of February on February 25th. We're looking forward to that, and we'll be announcing at least two to three more people in the coming weeks. I have a lot of holes in the schedule, but we do have features coming up for the good first half of 2026. More to come. If you are interested in featuring, let me know. And with that, we're going to go to the first person on the Ramdinator 5000's pre-selected open mic. And we're going to select first Mary Honecker. Welcome back.
Hello. I've once again got golden shovels, but I've decided to shovel songs from my youth. This poem is a golden shovel using lyrics from Sepultura's Dead Embryonic Cells. It's called Breaking the World. I'm wearing a calf-length black leather jacket, a pair of swords as earrings. I made my world. I have tight black jeans with the knees out, full of wasps, my walk. I'm not of this world, of classes and jobs and children, all that shit. I wear Danzig's face on my chest. I'm coming out of the moon's door and I'm not slowing down. I stand alone in the midst of tribal alliances. My word is my violence. I'm talked about in the halls, everywhere. I'm taking it by its thumbs, this sad life. I'm breaking it. I'm crying naked in a gay man's bed, horror of the boys he craved. The boys, each one beautiful, each one my age. Two blondes, two brunettes, one raven-haired, all of them scraping the town down like terrorism. The boys mooned the neighbors. What hadn't we done? Coke. The boys did coke. Tired, I'd spit when I'd smoke. I didn't do coke. They are in a frenzy when I leave. Imagine your home full of coked-out teenagers. No other night like this one, under the moon's gloomy face. On the usual things, I declared war. I'm the flick of a lighter, the kick of a horse. I don't run in rat races. I'm a reflection in a puddle, world still smoking from the blaze. Then, without reason, without fear, without intelligence, I stomped my way through town. I was a child, burning down this nowhere, this no place. By the fires I lit, I became consumed. Were you ever like me? Anyone? By the moon's light bulb, I ate scraps of time. The embers of the fire die down, night's end. I spread out my coat, bat wings. I drink of the tears of the lotus leaf. I get it. Everyone hates girls like me who take all the boys, all their fantasies. Then we're fucked. In a child's treehouse. Girls like me, born with invisible horns, our nature shown with our drags off the bong. I did it for pain. I did it to drown in the blackest nothing. I did it to feel more, enlarge more. My battery gave out. We're needing a charge. I think we're mostly dead. Was this us in our embryonic stage? I was true to me, down to my cells. That's it for now. Thanks.
Chad, you're muted.
You're muted.
Yes, Wednesday nights. I would, as I was said in the chat, I would love the link to the song that inspired that shovel. That I can't remember if it was the title of the song or the band, but I am intrigued. At
It's
any rate,
Sepultura, dead embryonic cells. I'll try to find the link.
well, I wrote it down, but thank you. Let's now go. The Ramdonator 5000 has chosen a second, and that second's going to be Jan Rowe.
Gotcha.
Hi. I just want to read. Remember the workshop we did a couple weeks ago? Well, I kind of got this in to the Black Seed. It's called The Globe is the Glob is the Scary Blob. So the Boston Globe is the glob as bad as the serious Blob movie that kept my grade school self up at night. Why? Recent chop of this newspaper's fold, head of the Fed, pontificated on why the rent's so high. Oddly enough, greed was never mentioned. How high? In 1977, a Fields Corner monthly rents were much higher than 150 a month. Leaving domestic violence would have been a lot harder. In 1992, Mount Carmel School, 600. Okay. Now, one bedroom in Chelsea. After year, renew your lease for the rent increase of 700 or no lease, $1,000 a month. In the Netherlands, bought but unlived in properties are highly taxed. Here, Rolling Stones, missing you. Let's tax the rich like we used to. Now, however, rather than buying when we could afford, we chose to help our friends age in their properties. Some of them get 3 to 8 calls a day to sell. I'm not going to get another job at 73, and I'm not going to be pushed out of the city either. So, the recent Boston Globe I encountered in the checkout line at Roach Brothers, top of the fold, head of the Fed, end of the article in a smarmy, sickening way. You wouldn't want lower rents because this would mean the economy soured, would you? It didn't used to. Thank you.
There was a food critic that criticized all our cream and butter in our restaurant foods and actually had a review called the Boston Globe. But I like your version much better. Oh, and Mary actually found the song on YouTube. Who would have known that dead embryonic cells would give you such a limited amount of videos to choose from? And it came up right on top. The band name, Sepultura. Anyway, who is next? Let's go to Mr. Bill Lewis.
Oh, goody, 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 goody. Oh, I'm so excited. Thank you for choosing me, Mr. Chadford. Oh, I just love this. It's so much fun. I mean, I get to be with you and all these other fun people and the cool things we get to do. I mean, I'm not a poet. You guys have talent. I'm just some weird guy who likes to write things sometimes, and you put up with me. I don't understand why you would put up with me, but you do. Oh, bless your little hearts. Would you give me sharing permission? We want to share I taught a class today over my outschool.com. This is my regular computer class, and they have an automatic AI class summarizer. So this is an hour-long class summarized by an AI program, and it is really accurate. I mean, formal system of axioms and derivation rules for generating number sequences was shown to be isomorphic to multiplication. Wow! And the challenges with prime numbers and list structures and a little bit of a slightly off, but I'm just like blown out how accurate this is. And and look at it, it's just a few paragraphs for an hour-long class, and it is, like I said, accurate. So I'm kind of blown out there, and wow. Anyway, I thought that I would continue with some happy reading from my dear friends in Estonia, and you're stuck with me for like, oh my God, we got 20 pages to go, so you're stuck with me for a long time. As we remember, poor Yuri had a hard life of it, half Russian, half Estonian, and some of the kids at school pick on him. And oh, life is hard. They just, oh, he just almost got run over by a car because the kids were chasing him and he almost got killed. A gust of wind blew across the open face of Tompeia. Yuri realized that he was cold, very cold. His face stung. He touched it and he couldn't even feel his hand touch it. He uncurled himself stiffly and made his way up to the top of the staircase, another 100 meters up. The wind was stronger here, and he staggered across the outlook towards the streets of Tompeia. There's a beautiful view of the old town and the port from here, but it was far too cold to stop and look. Yuri was also far too cold to go straight to his refuge. He had planned to walk all the way along the lower steps on the trail above the bottom of Tompeia, and then to Falji Street, up past the Parliament building, past the great Russian church, and then through the town wall and down to his refuge from above. It was a beautiful walk, and he loved planning out his directions. But now he was too cold. He walked the 200 meters across the middle of this hill to where peak led back down to the center of town. A quarter mile down the peak, there was an art and handicraft store for tourists, and the shop had a kovik inside. Ma, you look cold. The pretty young woman behind the counter smiled at him. Was my favorite customer in a snowball fight? Yuri nodded, shivering. She came out from behind the counter and felt his face. You're frozen. Don't you know better than to come in when it's cold? It's minus 20 today. Yuri stood there shaking and smiled, or tried to smile at least. Sit by the radiator. She directed him to an empty table by the back of the wall, next to which an old steam radiator hissed. Hat. Yuri made a half-hearted attempt at pulling his hat off, and with his stiff, gloved fingers. She took it off for him and felt his ears. My God, you are just an ice cube. She held her hands against his ears to warm them. You silly boy. She helped him take off his glove and laid them on his hat on the chair next to him. Hold your hand to the heater here, right here. Don't put them any closer. You're too cold. You'll burn your hands if you do. Yuri nodded, still shaking, but feeling better already. Now, how about some hot cocoa for a little ice cube, she said, walking back to the counter. Uh, I only have 3 crowns. Cocoa was 5. She looked at him, slightly exasperated, and then laughed. You're lucky. Today we have a special hot cocoa for only 3 crowns for frozen children. She turned on the steam nozzle of the cappuccino machine to heat the water. Yuri sat, shivering by the radiator, holding his hands over it, his sock-clad feet against it. When the cocoa came, it was much too hot to drink, but perfect for warming his hands. Finally, he could feel his toes. His ears still stung from the snowball, but at least they were thawed. His fingers tingled painfully, a little too cold inside and a little too warm outside, but only a little bit. He mopped up the few drops of cocoa spilt on his table and got up to carry his cup and saucer to the plastic bin filled with dirty dishes. The girl was behind the staircase talking to a customer. Yuri carefully picked up a spoon, glanced at the girl, and slipped it into his pocket. He was putting on his coat when she returned. She felt his ears. You're much warmer now. Be careful when you go out. -20 is cold enough. You can get frostbite. You know that. Yuri pulled on his hat and gloves, smiled at the girl, and walked out, closing the door quietly but firmly behind him. His mother always hated it when someone let a door slam.
Thank you, Bill. And now moving on, let's go to the New York area. We're going all over across the world tonight. Well, all across parts of the country. From Boston to Virginia, or was it West Virginia? To Boston again, to Idaho, and now to New York. Patricia Carrigan.
Hey. Okay, this is for the lovely year we're in now and last year. Saying goodbye. They say your numerals ended a cycle that started in 2016. You brought completion, endings, and transformation. But people still hate you beyond the stroke of midnight, me included. We burn our calendars, curse the days that passed. Your numbers dissolve in unresolved anger. We enter a new year, but we question the never-ending wars, some bloodless, others by bullets or bombs. Our battles escalating. Indelible blood paves the streets. Devastation, whether loud or silent, physical or psychological, share the same cry. Our pain wears many colors, shapes, and sizes. A cycle still immersed in bitterness, the loss of life, love, health, a home, a job, money, friendship. Hope on its final lifeline calls me on this January night. We try to evolve, find solutions. But was it your fault for this collective anguish? Your finite curves mark time's passage. Your days, weeks, months record world events, even for each emotion, word, pebble, raindrop, brick, and living organism. The good days and the ones that hang on to the shadows that follow. Your job is to observe time's passage like the years before, innocent of all the traumas that outdo the wonders of life. When your service ended, did you leave in relief? Ask forgiveness for what went wrong? Are you in the company of your predecessors, seeking comfort in lost infinity? But time won't permit that. If I could find an olive branch, I would etch your numbers on paper, touch each angle and curve, wish you kind reflection on the good that occurred, and a safe journey to find the peace we all need. Thank you.
Thank you, Patricia. Let's go over to Mr. John Wezek.
Thank you. Oh, just one note on your story, Bill. You know, I've been to Estonia, and it seemed unrealistic that somebody in Estonia would actually be smiling. I'm sorry, nobody smiles in Estonia.
I
Okay.
lived there for 3 months. People love to smile, but you smile when there's reason to smile. And when
Uh,
I'm around, there's reason to smile.
oh, that must be the difference. When I was around, there was no reason for them to smile. Okay. Here's a story called Call Me Sal. I woke in a hospital bed. A bag of fluids fed an IV in my left arm, and my throat felt like a toilet brush had run through it a dozen times. I reached for the call button and noticed a bandage binding my right hand. No one came. I watched Sesame Street on the wall-mounted TV until I felt drowsy, slept for hours, and dreamed of puppets and garbage cans. An Asian woman in a white coat entered, followed by a young man with an unruly mop of curly hair. She wore a face mask, and her perceptive eyes peered through plastic-rimmed glasses. I'm Dr. Bitago, and Mr. Stevens is a medical student. Do you mind if he sits in? Knock yourself out, I croaked. Water? Stevens filled a cup and held it to my lips. It soothed my throat a bit. Do you know where you are? Dr. Bitago asked. The hospital? I guess that's obvious. What day is it? Couldn't tell you. I've been unconscious. Fair enough. What year is it? I don't know. Who's the president? I thought back. There was the guy who didn't run again, the guy who resigned, the guy who got impeached, the guy who got us into 2 costly wars, and the guy voters elected after he staged a coup. The crook! What's his name? My memory was a library without a Dewey Decimal System. The information was there, but I couldn't find it. That's all right. Dr. Bitago scribbled on my chart. You're suffering from retrograde amnesia caused by head trauma. I'm prescribing cholinesterase inhibitor. Your memory should come back given time. George! A woman burst into the room, threw herself on the bed, and pressed her body into mine. She was cute as a bug's thorax, with brunette hair curled into a poodle clip, pearl necklace, and knee-length skirt. I came as soon as I heard. Her kiss smudged my mouth with red lipstick. Are you all right, darling? Mr. Hartley is suffering confusion, Dr. Bitago said. Will he recover in time for our wedding? It's hard to tell in a case like this, Dr. Bitago said. Some amnesia cases clear up in hours, others drag on for years. Don't worry, darling. My fiancée, her eyes swimming like Diana Nyad in concern, took my bandaged hand. Take as long as you need. We'll get you the best medical care. Daddy will pay for everything. I gazed at the woman and could only think of one thing to say. What's your name? Evelyn! Evelyn Randall! She burst into tears and ran from the room. How you feeling, George? I could tell from his mahogany desk that Elliot Randall III was more than the big Parmesan. He was a 96-month Reggiano, complete with protected designation of origin. A painting of a nuclear reactor's containment dome, an hourglass-shaped cooling tower framed by a factory window hung on the wall behind him. He noticed me staring. Like it? Done by one of the neo-precisionists named Taylor Davies. Celebrates geometry, progress, and industry. Can't get enough of the stuff. Care for an appletini? I'm having one. Sure. Excellent. He paged the butler. Jenkins, bring George an appletini, and might as well bring me a refill, too. My drink was somehow too sweet and too sour at the same time. Something wrong, George? You've been so kind to me, sir. It's just that, well, Evelyn and I are engaged, but what if I never remember her? Drop this, sir. Call me Elliot. He stood and put his hands on my shoulder. Trust me, the love of a good woman will bring you back. He walked to the window. Carrying that worry won't help you recover. After my heart attack, I talked to a psychiatrist. Together, Dr. Sinclair and I explored the expectations I had to let go of in order to live a happier life. You should talk to him. If it'll bring me back to Evelyn, I'm glad to do it. Evelyn burst into the room. Daddy, you're going to be late for rehearsal. Gotta go, George. We're putting on a musical at Father Bing's orphanage. He and Evelyn burst into the theme from Oklahoma, complete with dance steps. Come on, George, join in. From my penny loafers to my newsboy cap, my skin blushed the same shade of scarlet as that woman in Gone with the Wind. Even though my stomach was full of pterodactyls, I worked up the courage to croak the chorus. After the song ended, I exited to the game room, turned on cable, and flipped channels before settling on MTV, playing an old video of Paul Simon singing Call Me Al. Something about the African melody stirred a memory. I was about to place it when Evelyn walked into the room. Horrible man! She changed channels until she found Angels in the outfield. It's nothing but cultural appropriation. Want some iced tea? She poured me a glass and kissed me on the cheek. This was all the intimacy I experienced because we didn't believe in sex before marriage. The tea was somehow too bitter and too sweet. Time for your pill. Evelyn shook a capsule out of the pill bottle. There was something about that phrase, pill bottle. I swallowed my medicine and began to feel sleepy as a bear on melatonin after devouring a Thanksgiving turkey. And we will pick it up in the second half.
Thank you. Thank you, John. Up next, we go now to from New Hampshire to Baltimore with Mr. Robert from Fleming.
Thought he was from Delaware.
What did I say?
I said Baltimore.
Oh, right, Delaware. Good God.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't the wire, Chad.
I would love to see how Robert would handle us in an episode of The Wire.
I'd like to see that too.
Coming up next week. But this week, we're going to revive the Stone Soup Players to read the first scene of a new 10-minute play which I have created. We have Bill and John who will be reading. I will put it on the screen. So the play is called How to Marry a Homosexual. It's targeted for 10 minutes, and the synopsis is Judy Garland marries a homosexual. The characters are Judy Garland, a real straight woman who married one or more homosexuals, a male homosexual, Mark Caron, one of Judy's husbands, and another male homosexual, Peter Allen, one of Liza Minnelli's husbands. So, Bill, do you want to be number one or number two?
Oh my God, the idea of marrying Judy Garland? Holy schmoly! Any gay man would love to marry Judy Garland. How did everyone know I'm gay? I've never figured that out. But you always figure. Anyway, yes, Judy Garland and Bill.
So, Bill, do you want to be one or two?
Oh, I can be two homosexuals at the same time?
No, you need to. There's two characters, and they're named by the number in the suffix of their name. So you're either going to be homo one or homo two. So you have the choice to pick.
What don't I get to be Mark Heron? Don't homosexuals get to have names? That seems sort of biased.
No, they don't get that.
You're
Okay, so
mean.
why don't you be homo one, Bill?
I'll be homo one.
And John will be homo two.
Good Lord, what have I
Okay.
signed up for? Although
So
probably
the scene happens at a wedding. So the first line is yours, Bill.
Okay, what kind of a homosexual am I?
That you have to create yourself because you're an actor. You have to create your motivation and your character.
That's what you're supposed to give me. I'm supposed to bring out your.
Stanislavski, Bill. Stanislavski, an actor prepares. Come on, get with the method, buddy.
Groom or bride?
Guest.
Do you know the groom or bride?
Neither.
Are you a crasher?
Yes.
Ooh, wedding, best snacks.
Best appetizer. See my bag? Ziplocs.
Ooh, so prepared. Were you a Boy Scout?
Still am. Get leftover cake, have to stay to the end. Reception's too long. Oh well.
How much longer till you put the cake in your Tupperware?
Soon, ask me to leave.
The bride is my sister.
Congratulations.
Her husband is hot.
Seen him naked?
Ah, wish he married me.
Will sis share?
No.
Do you steal your sister's boyfriends?
Evil? Are you just here for the food?
Weddings are a good place to find a husband.
A straight wedding?
Any wedding.
Well, your wedding finger is empty. Are you in the wedding hookup?
Evil? No. I want true love forever.
Eat the cake, make a wish.
Will I say at our wedding I met you at your sister's wedding?
One bite at a time.
Homo 2 eats a bite of cake.
Close your eyes. Feel that cake on your tongue, down to your esophagus. Isn't beautiful? Swallow.
What do you want to do on our first date? Are we going to make it?
Still getting over the last, man.
Homo 2 stands up, turns away.
Need more time.
Homo 1 reaches for Homo 2's hand, pulls
Okay,
him
I'm
to
over.
sitting.
You're on. You're on. Come on. Come on.
After the wedding, I'm going to the baths. Join me.
Can't wait that long to be naked with you. Mm.
Thank you, Bill and John, for that first,
Oh,
the first section of How to Marry a Homosexual.
oh, baby cakes. Woo! Whew.
You're muted, Chad.
I know. And now, Mr. James Van Loy.
Yes. So I have one of my labyrinth poems here. And so let me show you the labyrinth. This is the, see if you can see this.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. There it is.
Yeah.
This is the one-way labyrinth, okay? And this is called One-Way Labyrinth Poem. I'm just glad I'm old and getting older all the time. You couldn't pay me to be young. It even looks like I might manage to live long enough to see how it all turns out and then turns in again. It's blowback in our faces and over every shoulder, and underneath it all, I'm praying like never before for my little buddy who pushed the sit and stand.
Aw.
Up the hill, I sing the song of the Volga boatman. Heave ho, heave ho. Heave ho, heave ho, heave ho, heave ho, heave ho, heave ho. Ah, 3 score and plus one. And here we go up the hill again. I'm just so glad, so glad I'm old and getting older over the hill, on the hill. For the dragon over the Midwest has become the Nautilus pediment, the top-down International Monetary Fund, World Bank structurally readjusted empire, the empire so colonized, while the colonies over there are now so over here, over there, over here, over there, over here, over there, over here, over here, over there, over here, over there, over there, over here, over there, over here. And I'm just glad I'm old. But I might just see how it all one thing turns out. Thank you.
Okay. And now we bring you our late arrival. And it would be great to have him close out this first round of the round robin. And I'm hoping, oh, yeah, there he is in the background. So I'm hoping he can take center spot and close us out.
You're muted, CC.
That should be the microphone.
There you are.
And let me see if I can get the setting where I could change the original sound, because I don't know if that's a tricky thing on the phone. Last time I got lucky and did it before, so I'm trying. It would be, see, I think it would be inside the sound. Well, can I talk and play at the same time without it cutting out? Or is it, yeah? Yeah?
Sounds
Okay.
good.
All right. All right. Somebody unmute and yell at me if it goes bad. I don't want to play the whole thing with nothing recorded. Okay, this is Heart and Lungs. The opening line, nice little story. There was a New Eurekan. One of the regular poets passed away. There was a lot of stuff going around, and out of that came a line, the opening line, and it ended up in this song. Like endless waves of empathy, immaculate beyond belief. There was no death of poetry lives here. As my body loves, my brain loves. Yeah, my body loves, my brain loves. Yet it's my heart and lungs that completely understand. My fingertips and toes stop talking to the blood there on vacation, feeling like they've been there way too long. So cell by cell they dread the end, while missing their friend oxygen. And so they packed up for the heart of home. Now you won't believe the many stories I heard along the way, the many tales of pain collected, trials trapped in sorrow's muscles after years and years of crying out. Most cells saying, hey, let's just give up. There is no hope, there's no help that's coming. There is no heartbeat waiting for us. Still my body loves, my brain loves. Yeah, my body loves, my brain loves. Yet it's my heart and lungs Still the heart completely welcomes. The door of love's a healer opens. No enemy of love need enter. Here the weight of pain was lifted, so the lungs can give the heart back. And breath by breath each cell accepted the heart's open hand. Where my body loves, my brain loves. Yeah, my body loves, my brain loves. Yet it's my heart and lungs that completely understand. It's my heart and lungs that complete life. Do you understand? Stone Soup, love you. Did it work?
I'm muted again. I think that worked very well.
All right.
Thank you, CC.
Thank you. Sorry about the late arrival. I'm back in taking this online course, so this is homework.
A lot of that going around. We will we ended with you. We'll simply go back to start. Marianne Honecker, if you're willing to start us up again.
Okay, I have yet another golden shovel. This one uses lyrics of Megadeth's Tornado of Souls. Open the moon for me. Open the moon for me, my old self. Who's revealing the birth of tulips? Who's to blame for the rocky soil of my heart? Say what I must do to find you. After what's been said, you're my avalanche, and for you I will be buried. It's you or me. It's you and me. Somebody needs to pull down the clouds, to unzip the sky. Say something. Who's been digging up your grave? Who's invited you back to the table to vomit up your wretched bits? You will say, eat. And can I even? I can't say what's edible for my past. I am not forgiving, you who chewed up the grass. It's me, it's you, this body of death. I meant to leave you under your stone. I cannot be the one who was raped twice. Whose fault? Whose? I took the pills from the boy's hand, and to my fate I went. Unload the ballast. Say what you remember. I am sin. I am what's damned. I am a fire. I wait and wait for it. I will do an autopsy on me. I will go to the cold place. Will go to my frozen center. There's a girl there. Do you see her? She is the resultant cause. Give me the headlamp. I've got to mine. A shitload of philosophy and of big thinking and of gospel has done nothing. I'll put my young face on a missing sign. It'll say, if found, return to owner. I'll be readying the guest room for her, for me. She's in an unmarked grave, the once me. I was told in good faith to put her in the ground. These people meant well, but the green land could not decompose her. Look at me, of the wolf's face. It's my opportunity to dissolve the mask into myself, the girl, the cub. She was good, prideful, golden. I am claiming her. The moon took a chance, decided not to wane but wax. It's for the wolf to see the ditch she's in. She's me. I claim her molting coat, grubby claws, my own paws. Turn to look at me, girl. Future looks forward, you look back, the past looks like the belly of night. Even so, look at me, hellspawn, my own only bright light. Look at what you are, a half-self now. I mimic the goddess Hell, half dead. I need you to claw your way out. You'll think me childish, and I am, since I lost you. I've been under the oak, but not seen. The light of my eyes is you. You are the chi of this body. You can call light to it, finally make me what I can't. The moon and the sun converse, have their say. The owl knows the straightest path by sky. What's happened to the fog? You're still sitting on your grave, hands in dirt, face turned away. My girl, there's dirt on your cheeks. I don't mind. You finally turn to face me. I can't breathe in the blue of your eyes. I will do it, whatever you say. We must make what we are together. The wolf sleeps and I sleep. The wolf wakes and I wake. Really, hand and paw are becoming one. Feel my gritty fur. Where have I been? I'm in that grave now. I've been there all those years. This waking up I feel in me. From my bed I sit up, steady my hands, what's been made after I opened like a car door for myself to step out. She's lovely, that me. She rarely cried. She took life, and that is beautiful. In her palms she held the where, the why. She never opened her mouth. I need her to tuck me in, let me sleep. The moon nods in approval. So I take a handful of her moonbeam. Really open the moon for me. I need to feel. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Marianne. And now we go back to Jan Rowe.
Um, so I'm in 2 1/4 writing groups, and this is it's going to be in the church thing coming out. What's it called? Speak Neighbor.
Yeah.
Still today, mine owners' greed causes death. On Wednesday mornings, clergy and activists go to Burlington Mall, a bus ride from Alewife to an ICE office, Immigration Customs Enforcement. Juan David reported there as ordered and was subsequently hauled out of there, destination unknown, in one of 4 vehicles with darkened windows. Juan David objected to mining corporation executives in Ecuador being willing to sacrifice trap miners due to money, cost outweighing miners' lives. The word roots are the same with corpse and execute. A couple decades ago, a dozen miners were trapped in Chile. Rescuers were amazed when a note came back up on the tip of the drill bit. They said they were alive. At a cost about $20 million some decades ago, of which the company paid a third, successful rescue due to advanced mine technology. In 1907, Monongah, West Virginia, about 500 men and male children died in the coal mining disaster. No advanced mining technology. Initially thought about 360 died. So a great-grandfather, Andrew Duff, 1856 to 1917, he was a fire boss, a pit boss. He was the one who decided if the mine was safe enough to work daily. So he went down there to help. Likely because his job put him in conflict with coal miners, his day book from around 1900 showed several different addresses. So a century later, after our millennium, the mine at Monongah was opened and revealed about 71 miners sitting in orderly rows awaiting rescue that never came. No technology then. Perhaps the second mine exit was one, or that may have been my Hall ancestors in northern England. Now, Juan David may be unjustly imprisoned, but no attempt to rescue trapped miners because of the cost, because profits would be affected. Really? Thank you.
really like
Thank you,
that.
Zan. Bill Lewis had to skip for another meeting, so we go straight to New York for Patricia.
My latest one, Aquarius rises. Aquarius rises from your gut, no longer bound to endless contracts that hurt, not teach, to generational curses, toxic households. Previous lessons learned, but you are still stuck in the same classroom. The teacher as stale as the years before. Ad infinitum rides a carousel and glued you to the saddle. The wooden horse bears flaring nostrils. Its mane and tail burn. But today, its grip weakens. Your response is nuclear. The arrow is lit, aimed for conflagration. The Akashic records belong to the embers. Your story is yours and not theirs. You merge with the sun, lower your bow, spread your wings, and fly. Thank you.
Thank you, and welcome back. Over now to Mr. Wezek.
I dreamed I was in a casino surrounded by eyeballs. The guy from Casablanca was playing Paul Simon on a piano supported by giraffe legs. Tortilla chips surrounded a fedora of camembert cheese. Hieronymus Bosch sat across a poker table from me and went all in. I had a royal flush, so I added my chips and called. Bosch turned over a pair of twos and took the winnings. I appealed to the pit boss, but he merely boarded a Ford Tri-Motor and flew away. I put the cheese on my head and exited to a black and white exterior of shadows and Dutch angles. Come in, George. Dr. Barney Sinclair ushered me into his office. He was a wiry man with salt and pepper hair, oregano eyebrows, and a paprika smile. A watercolor of railroad tracks and a grain elevator hung behind his desk. Like Eliot's painting, it contained no people. Ah, I see you noticed my Taylor Davies. It cost a pretty penny. Just how pretty we talking about? I asked after hanging up my cardigan. Pretty enough to pay for annual facelifts for the rest of your life. Sinclair looked at my chart. I see you're suffering from amnesia. The best way forward is to recover recent memories from immediately before your accident. These are freshest and easiest to access. Then we can work backwards to help you remember your identities. That makes sense? I nodded. Memories often surface in dreams. After trauma, they can seem confused, but together we will translate the language of your unconscious. Had anything notable lately? I described my dream about the casino and the cheese hat. Cheese represents milk, the breast, and the mother. Putting it on top of your head may mean emotional needs taking precedent over intellect. Either that or you're a Green Bay Packers fan. Dr. Sinclair laughed at his own joke. Hieronymus Bosch symbolizes the struggle between spirit and flesh. I think that's enough for today. I'd like you to keep a dream journal and ask my assistant to set up an appointment for Thursday. To be continued.
ABC.
Oh, and by the way, Salvador Dali did a dream sequence for an Alfred Hitchcock movie, and he also did a surreal animated cartoon with Disney.
Neat. Speaking of surreal, let's see what Robert Fleming has to offer us. Although one of your star actors from the play already left, like a diva, so you might have to do something else.
Thank you, Chad. So I have another play I'm working on, and I do have a sequence where of dialogue with a man and a woman. And Trisha, will you read the woman's part?
Okay.
Wonderful. So let me just share a little bit about what that work is about. The working title for this play is called Henry the Ninth, and it's intended to be a comedy. After a war won't end, the country's leaders agree to marry their children. An attraction emerges. At the children's weddings, the leader kills everyone and they marry each other. One leader discovers they are attracted to the other, tries to get the other's attention, but fails. At peace talks to prevent war, both leaders are in the same hotel room. The occupant is in the bathroom, the other continues to talk, and the other occupant comes out of the bathroom naked. As the war continues, the king's partner dislikes the war, the bombs waking them up. The partner withdraws everything the king likes: sex, dominance. The partner changes beds from sleeping together to two separate beds in the same room, then moves to separate bedrooms, but allows visitation requests. At the end, one leader admits they started the war after they learned how attracted they were to the other, just to get the other's attention. So this is the scene where the king and his partner are talking about their children's potential marriage. So let's start. John, would you read the king for us?
I will. I need an heir.
In God's hands.
If he's a Thagella,
You step in.
with a daughter,
Send in a guard.
if his seed is weak,
I'll handle it.
what will you do?
Trust me.
Tell me.
Before the marriage, take him to the brothel. The house asks him to choose a man or a woman. He won't fuck. You're fadula. The whore gets him to seed on the sheets. Collect the seed in a test tube. Send it to a lab. Full report from the whore and lab.
Sorry, I doubted you.
Should we marry off both children now?
No, keep one in case in another war.
Thank you, John and Patricia. And this play is very early in its concept phase. The way I chose to title it is I took all of Shakespeare's plays, and the one had a king with the highest number, which was Henry VIII. I added one to come to Henry the Ninth.
Yeah, there
Do
was.
you remember that Herman's song? I'm Henry the Ninth, I am. Henry the Ninth, I am. I am.
Oh, there was a Henry the Ninth. There would have been one, but he died after 52 days.
Uh-huh.
Henry had a male child with Catherine of Aragon, and that would have been Henry the Ninth. But unfortunately, he died 52 days later.
Thank you.
A little history, Tudor history.
Better than Plantagenet history, I always say.
We're heading to the home stretch. I thought you were about to tell me I was muted. You're muted, John. Oh yeah, you're muted. You're muted. Okay, let's go to James Van Loy.
Hi. So I have a poem here from from 2018, Himmelhofen, which means in German, It's a kind of a hopscotch game. It means heaven hopping, Himmelhoffen. It's a real soap opera. Now, as usual, I deposit the two tax form containing envelopes at the post office on the last possible day. And after realizing before I left home that the lawyer for fixer of Agent Orangehead in the White House was paying off not only Agent Orangehead's female accusers, but a repugnant party official and a foe's new star, I get on the train and write a letter under my most recent sun curls and cloud labyrinth I drew last night during the northeaster. Feels like England all right in New England, so I tell my brother and his disabled wife I am going to the Black Seed Writers, a group so named for the Black Seed restaurant next to the cathedral, where a columnist from the Atlantic held meetings with the Manna community, and where I used to take my participants from the Labyrinth creative movement to write poetry too. And Bill Barnum, diminutive Boston boho old timer, bought bagels with poppy seeds and hence created a series of black seed poems about tiny black seeds on faux black marble tabletops. And so the Egyptian owner changed the name from Bagel Plus to Black Seed. And so Himmelhofen, heaven hopping, I go to the center, carrying like a kid all these labyrinth forms, all these nautilus spirals, all these all one thing things. Angels and animals, animals and angels, angels and animals, animals and angels, angels and animals. It's not as if animals can't have wings or that angels never indulge in a fling. Bats and squirrels embark on brave flight. Men see angels in the midst of the fight. If angels can truly jewelry couple, and angels can perfectly people the startled moments of the black night, perhaps we won't embarrass the light with our shadowy, convoluted forms, our tug on the slithering earthworm from its rightful home, our desperate deliberations on what remains disparate angels and animals, animals, and angels. Thank you.
Thank you so much, James, and bringing it on home, Mr. CCS Agra. Oh, well, that's one way to that's one way to just go like I the mute button really isn't that close to the end button. So is it?
He hit the eject button, I guess. Huh?
No shit. Like that was
There he's come back.
Okay, there you go. All right.
okay. Don't.
He's
All right.
back.
All right. Okay.
I'll.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay.
You're
Cool.
good. You're good.
All right. All right. Let's see. I turned the page and the future of water. Anyone ever hear that? This actually, I think I played on guitar over at TT the Bears 20 years ago.
I've heard it once, but can hear it again for sure.
All right. Okay. Let's see if I can pull it off. My dream of this one is when I come to the end that it's a little sing along, but I still don't have the nerve to do this on stage live. I choke up on stage. It's actually too emotional. I don't know why. I do know why. That's anyway. The future of water, the future of sunlight, the future of air, may we breathe. The presence of our hands and the presence of our words. The present is your thoughts or deeds. So what are we doing to this world's tomorrows, to our universal earth seed? Do you think our fears claim right an eternity of God fights just to damn the diverse human being? Why damn the future of water and sunlight and air? Why reign over life only to leave our ruins here? The children will come into all that we leave them as slavery, waste, and machines. The children may come to be ways that we rear them with righteous, safe fears and disease. The diseases of water, the diseases of sunlight, the disease in the air we believed is the presence of our hands and the presence of our words. Denied, we fueled killing with greed. Is the presence of our hands and the presence of our words. The morning is coming. We're hungry and thirsty, and why? Why should we let the few bottle the waters of life? Why kneel as the gods of greed expropriate all we conceive? As if sharing means not enough natural resources for all. Till the future of human means warring is all we're good for. The future of water, the future of sunlight, the future of air, may you breathe. May you breathe. May we breathe. Let us breathe. Now breathe. So don't give up. We're basically at the end of all empires, and this is their last card. George Prescott and Samuel Bush announced it a long time ago. And so basically, either humanity rises up, and because people are tired of saying, "Why can't we stop?" and "Why can't we stop?" and "Why can't we?" Because this is 500 years in the making. It's last hand. Empires can't play empires no more. The technology's here for the human family to wake up. We know everything that doesn't work. We don't need Russia, China, and the United States to enslave their own people and then everyone has to fight anymore. So I think there's optimism in not being afraid to die. I don't know if that came out right, but yeah, don't give up. Don't give up.
Thanks,
End of
CC.
ranting, bitch.
Had to unmute myself again. And with that, the latest round robin, the last one of January, because next week's a feature, and hopefully more features are being announced, and hopefully more things are being announced. Be back for Brian Mosier next week. More features to be announced in the days to come. They have been set. They just have not been announced because, like I said, it's like a patchwork. There are holes in the schedule. If you know of anyone who's willing to fill them, send them my way. Though there might be a week, there's very likely going to be a week where I'm not going to be able to read to do the Stone Soup Gathering in February because of traveling. But for the most part, I'm here for the long run. So thank you guys for your patience. Check out Oddball Magazine, featuring a lot of the people who have been on Stone Soup, past, present, future, regular open micers, and check out us. I'm gonna try and do a Call for Stones Throw, the online zine I put out, and want some of you guys back in there or there for the first time if you'd like. So thank you guys very much. Obligatory wave. And got a lot to do. Stay safe. Take care of yourself. Take care of someone else if you can, while that's still legal. And be at your best. Keep writing, and we'll see you soon. Have a great evening. Can be like this every week. All we need is you. And by the way, Robert, I don't think James would be a good cover of Metallica. I don't know if he's ever listened to anything harder than Pink Floyd. But anyway, that's my thought. But have a good night. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
All right, bye everyone. Good to see you again.